Okay, this is Coach Dez here. Next on the board, Washington versus the Lions. I can't say that the Washington got lucky. No, they played their heart out. They did, and it was who wanted to win first. What I didn't like was that kickoff. I didn't like. Anyway, let me just anyway. So again, these two teams have never played each other. Never played each other. And I forgot to tell you that. I don't even know. I don't have that paperwork with me. The Texans and the Chiefs played, and I'm not for sure which week it was in, but they're not the same team. All of these teams, the Ravens and the Bills played each other. They're not the same team as they were in week 4. The Rams and the Eagles played each other. And I can't remember what week they played. Again, is the Rams a fluke or are they for real? Because what happened with the Vikings, I don't know. I really don't. Again, the Texans and the Chiefs, look, that's not the same team you played. Remember, this is a whole new level of playing this game. So erase what you thought you saw, because now they're playing on a whole different level. And that's what playoffs is about, playing on a whole different level. Not playing the same way you used to play and, oh, we gonna get by. It doesn't work that way because you're one and done. This ain't no best of 5 series or best of 7 series. You are one and done. You come to play the game to win. So let's just talk about Washington. Washington offense averaged 32 runs per game. They're strong on all 3 levels. They have a 65.4% pass completion to the right, 59.6% pass completion down the middle, 69.7% pass completion to the left. But he's been sacked 57 times, 9 interceptions, and 19 forced fumbles on offense. Defense, on the other hand, gives up 29 runs per game. They are weak when it's passing down the middle. They give up 63.4% pass completion. But they've sacked the quarterback 46 times, 9 interceptions, and 24 forced fumbles on defense. The Lions, on the other hand, average 32 runs per game, and they're strong on all 3 levels. They have a 71% pass completion to the right, 74% pass completion down the middle, and 66.7% pass completion to the left. He's been sacked 33 times, 11 interceptions, and 11 forced fumbles on offense. Defense, on the other hand, gives up 22 runs per game. And I'm going to tell you, this is about the strongest defense I have seen. I like the way they play their defense. And you're not getting nothing by them on the passing game. They've sacked the quarterback 39 times, 19 interceptions, and 21 forced fumbles. So what is that halftime score going to be for Washington versus the Lions? Believe it or not, it is probably going to be the same like everybody else. Washington averaged 13.7 points per half. They give up 8.7. Lions average 17.8 points per half. They give up 10. I think this game is going to be 14-17 at halftime. That's what I'm projecting it to be, 14-17. So let's talk about, because I don't want to give you the final just yet. So as you can see, they're not really close at all. But if you're looking at doing first quarter rushing yards or passing yards, that's what I'm going to give you. Washington averaged 7 carries in the first quarter for 33 yards. The Lions averaged 8 carries for 41 yards. For passing, 4 for 6, Washington, for 38 yards. The Lions averaged 5 for 6 for 53 yards. So we can go through this whole thing 8 for 5 for the Washington for 43 yards, 6 for 9 for passing for 63 yards in the second quarter. Third quarter, Washington is 8 for 38 yards, passing 5 for 8 for 58 yards. In the fourth quarter, Washington is 9 for 34 yards and 7 for 10 for 76 yards. So I'm looking at the total for them is 32 carries for 149 yards. Passing is 22 for 33 for 235 yards. The Lions, on the other hand, for the second quarter, 8 carries for 37 yards, 7 for 10 for 76 yards. Third quarter for the Lions is 7 for 32 yards, 6 for 8 for 83 yards. Fourth quarter, Lions is 9 for 38 yards, 6 for 9 for 61 yards for passing. So their rushing yards will be 32 for 148 yards, and passing is 24 for 33 for 273 yards. So as you can see, the rushing yards for Washington and the Lions are the same, only 1 yard off. So what is that final score? Well, let's look at this real quick, because the team that makes the least mistake is going to be the team that wins this game. So Washington has three sacks per game, 0.53 for interception and 1.1 for fumbles. The Lions average 2 sacks per game, 0.7 interceptions and 0.65 fumbles. So this is what I projected right here. For sacks, Washington will have a sack in the first quarter. Lions will have a sack in the first quarter. Washington will have a sack, fumble, and an interception in the second quarter. Lions will have a sack in the second quarter. Washington will have a sack in the third quarter. Lions will have a interception in the third quarter. You see the question marks? That is for the fumbles, because the Lions have the same amount of fumbles in the third and fourth quarter. It's hard to say which quarter they will fumble in, but they will fumble in one of those 2 quarters. It may come sooner, it may come later. I don't know. So my projection for this final score, I have, like I said, 6-5 or 6-6 or 7-7 in the first quarter, 7-13. Lions are big at scoring in the second half. So, or second quarter, I should say. So that's why I'm thinking that this score is going to be 17-14 at halftime. 5-9 in the third, 9-7 or 6 in the fourth. This score is going to be 28-33. I have the Lions winning this game by 5. It doesn't matter. He's still going to be Rookie of the Year. And yes, that completes my conclusion on this game. And with that being said, peace out.